Okay. Good evening, everybody. Thanks and welcome for attending Karen Goethals. Am I saying that correctly? Goethals?
Yes, yeah, you're not too bad. Yeah, Goethals.
Goethals. Goethals business launch with Lifevantage. We're so happy to have you all and thank you again. We would like to introduce you to this company and talk to you a little bit about biohacking. It's one of the most sought after things that you can do for your body. It's about using science and technology and to make the body function better and more efficiently. If you haven't heard of this company, and this is like, there's a lot of people that still haven't, it's very exciting to note that you can change your world with the future of Nutrigenomics. And, we're looking at the difference in supplements and activators tonight, and skincare and hair care, and just how very glossy over those products. We're really our core products. We're also talking about the business. We're talking about the fact that we have been in Lifevantage since 18 years going now. So we're a nice young company, but not too young. We've been also working very hard to build this individual businesses, to tell people, to get the word out. We're all very passionate about these products. There are thousands of testimonials about biohacking. It's a very simple, effective, and affordable way of doing it. And like I said, Lifevantage is leading the way as a true biohacking company. So a huge welcome to everybody tonight. I'd just like to appreciate all your time that you've taken to come here, and for Karen to launch her business successfully within the UK and globally. We're excited to have her on the team, Team Activate. So Karen, if you don't mind, would you like to introduce yourself and a little bit about your story? Because we would love to hear it.
Of course I will. Thank you, Leah. Good morning, everybody. Yes, so my story is, so basically my background is basically in medical sciences, as like I said, my family knows, and I always liked the sciences. Obviously, when I came over here, worked in the lab for quite a few years, but then obviously had to take a break because of ill health. Fast forward to recently, I basically got in contact with Leah through one of the somebody's come on, but they can't get in, oh god. Oh god, I lost it now.
Do you want me to send you the link and you can forward it to them?
No, they've got the link, so I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll just keep going.
Yeah. So yeah, I basically met Leah through a Facebook page about fibromyalgia, because obviously I was diagnosed about 3 years ago. It was just about somebody was talking about their health as well, and about their irritable bowel actually at that point. So anyway, that's how I got in contact with Leah. And bit by bit, she told me more about the products, and also, like I said, that it would be good to basically start taking them, and which ones would be good for me to take. Anyway, and then she actually sent me some research papers, and I looked into it. And from the first paragraph, basically, that I read, I was absolutely, I just couldn't believe what I was reading. It was mind-blowing, really. Absolutely mind-blowing how, everything just was put on there. Because obviously, like I said, they've got a lot of peer studies and stuff. So there's a lot of research, and I just couldn't believe what I was reading, to be fair. So I think once I've read everything, because I just couldn't stop reading, I just had to read it all. I just couldn't stop reading. I was so excited about it. So anyway, I let Leah know, and we actually then chatted on a video call to one another. And by that evening, I basically decided to become a distributor, and also to basically, like I said, obviously I was going to start taking the products anyway, because like I said, there's an awful lot of science behind them. They absolutely amazing, to be fair. And like I said, I do really think the medicine world does need to go more on this front, to be fair, because there's no chemicals, it's all natural. It basically does what, well, produces what the body has anyway, in a way. Yeah, like I said, I just can't believe, like I said, how I really, in a way, stumbled on you, to be fair, because it was just through a chat, wasn't it?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I just want everybody to know about Lifevantage and their products. There's so much advantages to them, and also to get more people on board as well. If anybody ever wants to, like I said, have a chat about coming on my team, just give me a message. If you want any more details about the products, again, just give me a message, but I will do follow-ups anyway. Like I said, I just hope you enjoy this presentation that Leah's going to do about the products and Lifevantage. And yeah, like I said, I hope you're going to be as excited as I am today, and to start my journey on Leah's team and with Lifevantage.
Yes, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
we're so happy to have you, and you know, sharing this word is what it's all about, and sharing the benefits is what it's all about, because as you said, like someone of your background and caliber, it's so exciting to have, but even the ordinary person gets an experience from these products and decides that, you know, after their health might have become better, that they can't help but tell people. So they can, anyone can join this business. It doesn't matter what angle you come from. But we're excited because we know you've got a scientific background and a medical background that way too, Karen. And you know, this stuff is of course peer reviewed. So, and that is very big and huge in the medical world to get that peer-reviewed studies, 26 and 5 or 6 independent ones. So what we'll talk about is a little bit about me. I'm Leah. I'm Leah Craig from Newcastle, Australia. I have 3 kids. I'm married. I basically got into this similar ways. I've got a media marketing background, but when I had to quit my job is the main reason I started looking for something natural to locate for my daughter, who had a very bad respiratory illness, and it was consistent and it was getting worse. And it, you know, it brings me to tears to think about my life before Lifevantage and now. I was literally in the ED departments of hospitals quite regularly, and I couldn't do all the chemicals anymore. I couldn't really find somebody that would help me, but I was actually prepared to spend thousands of dollars on specialists to find an answer. But I was looking for something, you know, quite unique, quite natural, like we have. What we have in our hands, we don't even understand how amazing this product is to the normal person. That, you know, there's a lot of scientists and medical world out there that are just flabbergasted by this product, but it does make sense when you see results. I guess I was quite skeptical myself when I came into it. So I saw, you know, I'm really grateful to my colleague, Kim Colling, because she threw me a bottle to try for my daughter and just said, will you stop being so stubborn? Will you just try this? And after a year of talking to me, I just thought, well, of course, I gave her 1 bottle back then, and I've never stopped ordering since. You know, to have something very affordable and very unique and very effective like Lifevantage offer with their activation was just amazing. Then I looked into the science. I looked at the team members, because it's very important for me to work with people that are like-minded. They were bubbly, effervescent, family, strong, you know, women, powerful, empowering. And I decided from that day, I made a decision I was going to be an entrepreneur. And to me, I'm not the only one. There are so many people in this company just doing the same thing. And now I work my own hours. I work from wherever I am, whatever time I'd like. And to me, that's gold. I'll never go back to a standard 9 to 5 grind, which was more like an 8 to 6 grind in my job. I've seen the vision and I know where this company is going, and it's going to blow everybody's mind. It is incredible what we have to offer, and especially the new products that are coming through. We are a pioneering biohacking company, so I can't help but share. One disclaimer I have to make is that Lifevantage cannot claim to treat, cure, heal, prevent, mitigate, or diagnose any disease. As independent distributors, for this company, we just cannot say that this can do that, of course. So that's just for educational purposes tonight. We've got a fantastic overview of what this company offers, but I'd like to say for everybody here that, you know, if there is something more specific you need at the end of the call, or you have any questions, pop it in the chat and we'll help you. So who is Lifevantage? Well, like I said, we're not that old, we're not that young. We're 17 years young, founded in 2003. Cutting edge science is nutrigenomics. So it's how nutrition and the compounds of nutrition affect your genes, and taking control of your own biology in the foundation of genomic work, epigenetics and nutrigenomics, is amazing. And once you get into that study and that science, it's all about switching on the good genes, turning off the bad ones, and really regulating all your survival genes. You may have heard of a lot of different scientific terminologies as well, but this one, like biohacking with nutrigenomics, is very integral in becoming like the healthiest version of yourself. So we founded on science, and we're driven by science, of course. Where Lifevantage was, we started out with a doctor in a little lab, and, you know, he had a few other doctors and scientists helping him as well. Of course, he was on this path and this quest to find a solution to why people got sick. He just didn't understand, okay, there's got to be a reason why people get sick and what that means to you, your family and your loved ones. And there's a lot of people out there, you know, dying prematurely. So what is the main reason, and why did we find this as a purpose to build our foundational science? We are only as good as the science we back ourselves on. So as we said before, we have 26 peer-reviewed scientific studies on pubmed.gov, which is a public library. And to date, there's a number of other independent studies. So, you know, we've got universities all over the world, and especially in America at the leading forefront of this science, asking to review this. And this, if you just Google the simple science of oxidative stress, it's not something that most doctors are even learning at medical school yet, but it is actually, there's like hundreds of thousands of articles directly linking oxidative stress to many forms of illnesses and diseases. So as a company, what's our purpose? We basically, we envision a life of abundance. You know, we dare to imagine, and we dream, and we don't follow the status quo. So I think it's about the optimal health of your body and feeling amazing, but also having a healthy bank balance as well always comes in handy. Like, we do have bills to pay, of course. So believe me when I say, you know, you matter. Because you matter, we matter, the world matters. You know, we're here to, like, dead set let everybody know that legacy is important as well. What you leave behind when you leave this planet. You know, we want a healthier planet, we want healthier people, and we want people to take control of their own legacy and biology and their own finances. So we're very business focused as well, and we're here to help everybody thrive that way. So don't just dare to imagine, like, dream big. Lifevantage shows us this by we're getting involved in projects a lot. So we actually are community minded as well. We touch millions of lives by helping people in the future generations, and how that impacts on them with housing. A lot of our elites in this company literally go and put their hard work and hands into building houses and handing over the keys to people. They do everything from the bricks, the mortar and the painting. And that would be amazing to me, to have that opportunity to do that. So as soon as that's actually quite a big goal for me. It's a massive reward to see, you know, the faces on these families receiving something like that, a roof over their head like this for the first time. So yeah, they start from scratch building these houses, and it's a home at the end. So what are we here for? We're basically the history of the company a little bit. We talk about how we were founded in 2003, and it was certainly not a network marketing company. There is no way it was like that. We literally had scientists in labs for 40 years working out the best way to achieve the reduction of oxidative stress with statistical data like 40% in 30 days. So how did we become this MLM type of company, and why would you go there? Well, you know, we have this amazing product, and once the ABC Primetime tried to debunk what it was our claims were made about reducing oxidative stress and cracking the aging code, they actually went onto a current affair. They aired this primetime thing, which you can Google, primetime current affair show on YouTube. And, you know, after the guy, John Quinoni, took a tablet, a very well-established journalist, every day in front of the camera, took bloods, everything, his oxidative stress was reduced by 45% in 14 days. So it, you know, the story was such a good news story, and we sold out worldwide, you know, $3 million worth of profit. We just couldn't do that by putting a bottle on a shelf in a health food shop, because there was such a story behind how and what oxidative stress was. So in the end, we were deciding how we could just continue as a company creating this health like globally. And the best way to do it was to actually put it in the hands of people that had stories and testimonies. So, you know, introducing, you know, our product, converting it to a network marketing company was in 2009. You know, fast forward, there's been the biggest awards for the best home business, the 3,000 and 2,000 Inc. awards in 2019. You can look that up at the Russell. Those Russell awards are amazing, and you have to be a very elite company to get in there. We've won Stevie Awards after Stevie Awards for our products of low toxic products. Yeah, DSA rated, so that's Direct Sales Association. We rang the bell at NASDAQ in 2020. Now that's a huge honor. And, you know, if you even Google just NASDAQ ringing the bell, Lifevantage or something like that, it's just amazing the excitement that came with that. And we've grown our stocks and shares by 75% in the last 3 years. So, you know, I want shares in this company as well. So it's very exciting. So I guess one of the best things to ask yourself today for everybody that's come on is, how healthy are you? We have to take into consideration that there's a lot of things that bring about our health. It's lifestyle, we have a community, so we need to have a social connection. It's our environment, our pollution, our air, our food, and then it's our genes. So Lifevantage are not a fly-by-the-night company. We literally have gone into this thinking about everybody's clean and toxic environments, and how our genetics play a role in all of that as well, in making us healthy or making us sick. And one of the things I like to think about is that if you're not getting healthy, you are actually in fact getting sick. And a lot of people think they're still healthy, but there is no.
My darling. Good night. I'll talk.
So I'll just mute you if that's okay, but that's fine. Or mute yourself just down in the corner. Thank you. Okay, so aging starts young. We have a very finite time, I guess, where our cells are working at their most optimal level. But by the age of around 22, everything starts to decline, and the cells just don't function as well, and they don't communicate as good, and they, you know, quite often are exposed to so many toxins that they become dysfunctional. So what you can see here is that over time, you know, the heart rates decline, the frequency of your lungs and your breathing after 20, the capacity literally declines, as well as your mineral and bone density, muscles, ears, eyes, all your senses. So yeah, so it's something that you don't just have to think about your health when you're older. You want to live the most optimal healthy life while you're young. And yeah, so this product has got a huge market, especially when it comes to regulating your genes and for future generations, which is one thing I really considered about for my children. Now, I thought about the free radical attack on our cells and how that causes aging. We literally do start to decline, and aging and frailty come into it, as well as disease later on. But free radicals are the main cause of all this, so they're nasty things. So I don't know if you've actually heard of oxidative stress and what it means to you, but if you we're looking at lowering your oxidative stress, you're of course going to be happier and healthier, because it's damaged cells that you want to get rid of. It's kind of like the rusting or the browning of an apple. If you cut an apple in half and you just put it on your counter and watch it go brown, that's what's happening to your cells, whether you like it or not. And you're literally born with it. So what can we do that won't contribute towards aging or in effect help us get healthier? So one of the biggest things is to lower your oxidative stress. So we want to get rid of our free radicals and we want to increase our antioxidant production. The beauty of this is that we've invented a product that then switches on a genetic code in your body, and it's called a NRF2 activator. And it gives you millions of antioxidants per every single tablet. So without this, you're not actually switching on an activator in your body and becoming the machine you're meant to be, that well-oiled machine, and making millions more antioxidants, because you can't just take an antioxidant and eat it and think it's going to do the same thing for the radical amount of free radicals. Let's just say there's an extraordinary amount to actually eliminate. Now you need some, but you definitely don't need all of them, because it's overload and it's rusting your cells and it's damaging your body and your organs. So what did we have in our hands? Well, the flagship product was invented called Protandim. It reduces oxidative stress. So as I've said, it's got 31 peer-reviewed studies. There's 26 published on PubMed now. So if you simply just, after this call, is all you remember for all this that I've said, is go to pubmed.gov and type in the word Protandim or NRF2, NRF2. These are the results and the benefits that will come up for you. You can actually link it to any illness or ailment, disease, and the results that come back will astound you. So there are only 5 natural herbs. So it's very exciting. Like, to have something that's all natural, I've always thought, oh my gosh, this is like such a breakthrough for me. Like, to have an all natural product that you can, if you are on other medications, you can still take natural and hopefully get off your medications, but it won't interfere with that, because it's actually absorbed more by the liver, not the kidneys, like your pharmaceutical generic brands are. So the Protandim ingredients are ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, and turmeric. Now, we all know how good these are for you. Turmeric's such an amazing anti-inflammatory. Like, you can't overdose on these ingredients. Ashwagandha is calming for the adrenals and the glands and the thyroid. It's such an amazing product, and very expensive on its own as well. Bacopa is for the brain clarity, to get rid of the fog. You know, when you walk into a room and then you've walked out and you've forgotten what you've got, you know, you came in there for, that kind of thing. It's pretty exciting to know that there's like a product that you can take now for that, you know, to reduce mental fog, brain fog. So green tea is, of course, an amazing antioxidant, and milk thistle is really great liver detoxifier and cleanser. So really importantly tonight, I want to get across to you that Protandim, you can't just go and take all those ingredients I just showed you, you know, stir it up in a glass. A, it would taste disgusting. B, you're not going to get the same effect, because the science behind this was the actual composition and the synergy, which we own all the patents to, that actually in effect opens the pathway to your NRF2 activation. So you can't just pretend that you're going to get that right after the doctors and the scientists have made 2,800 different components to get that correct, and actually switch on those, flip the switch in your body. So it's very extraordinarily good for you. It boosts your glutathione, which is a master regulator of your antioxidant production in your body, and you're dead without it. It also increases superoxide dismutase, SOD, and catalase by about 54% and 34%. So in relative productions of those enzymes, they're very energy boosting, great for sleep, great for your nails, great for your hair, great for your skin, great for your, you know, your cellular health. And without adding anything, there's not much you can do. You can only get a smidgen of something from food to increase your glutathione, but to actually get a 300% boost is phenomenal, and you want to maintain that. So with a lot of people that take Protandim for life, it's very affordable. So Protandim, like I said, these are some of the universities that we talk about. National Institute of Aging have said we have got the most extraordinary, only all natural anti-aging product on the marketplace out of so many people and products and companies that say they're actually anti-aging. Ours was nominated one of them. So 1 out of 4, and it's all natural. So the University of Louisiana said that you should really invent something that's not just ingested, that you actually put on topically as well. So that's where we come about talking about NRF2 activation for the skin, which I'll talk about in a minute. So Washington State University, NRF2, what is it? Well, okay, the most extraordinary therapeutic, most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So Washington State went on to continue to say, it is our opinion that raising NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach into the foreseeable future. Like, that's huge. Like, we are talking about the future of science here. And, you know, it's radical in the sense that we are making this claim because there are things in the history of science that were extraordinary as well, like stents in arteries and penicillin, etc. So, you know, that's a very big claim by Washington State University. Independently, we have got reviews in books like, you know, featured in the Circulation Journal by the American Heart Association endorsing us. You know, Sanjay Gupta, Chasing Life, he's got all these studies into medical studies, and this is a true breakthrough. So 40 years of studies went into some of those books. So if we're taking supplements, we're not really starting to flip the switch, but this is an activator. So what we're in the relentless pursuit of is turning on that power so that the good genes are on and the bad genes are turned off, and you are regulating and taking control of your own biology. So it's very, very exciting, and definite significant changes can happen. So over time, like within the UK market, these are our broad spectrum of products. And as I said earlier at the start of this tonight, we are introducing new products all the time, but we have this very definite range of activators and then a quality stack of omega and a probiotic that is just amazing in itself, in its own right. So please do your research into our link. Ask Karen tonight. She would love to give you the link to her new website and her new business, but it's more about you being educated than it is about selling you these products. They are amazing and you can't buy them in any Coles, Woolworths or other stores anymore. So we've talked about NRF2, but what does NRF1 do? Well, let's give you a bit of education, a bit of feedback on an NRF1 pathway. It's helping to keep your mitochondria functioning at the most peak performance. It's like flipping a light switch on. It starts producing more healthy mitochondria and eliminates the wastage and the dysfunctional ones as well. Also, you'll feel more alert and more energized and younger. And there are only 4 natural herbs, so it's very exciting as well. So I'll just flip over to the next slide. What are the ingredients? L-carnitine, grape extract, quercetin, and coenzyme Q10. You may actually have heard of that one. Such phenomenal heart health just with the coenzyme Q10. Grape seed extract is amazing for anti-aging, and they're looking into every day. There's astounding results with L-carnitine and quercetin for the production of your healthy mitochondria. Yes, a brilliant, powerful supplement. And you take 2 of these a day. So what do we have as well alongside of that? Well, if you would like a healthy gut so that the nutrition, I always say, is absorbed at the best capability, a probiotic is really required to have a really great microbiome. And in the gut, we obviously don't need to have, you know, poor gut health to still need to keep that level of lactobacillus and healthy gut bacteria in your stomach. And all disease just starts in the gut, as Hippocrates said. So I implore people to use a probiotic. I mean, if you've ever had a lot of antibiotics, you need a probiotic to get your gut health back into a standard, well-functioning matter, because antibiotics just kill everything in your stomach. So what do we need? It's a high quality. What do we mean by this probiotic that's different? Why is ours so unique? And our company, for that matter, it actually has a time release capsule. So it takes about 52 minutes for that capsule to break down so that it actually gets to the bottom of your intestine. And then that's where it needs to be, in the lower intestine. Feed your gut with these healthy strains of clinically researched products. It's got Wellmune in it, which is a great immunity booster. I mean, we are living in hard times right now. We are living in COVID crazy times. So for me, I want my kids healthy. I want to feel relaxed and calm when I go to the grocery store. I'm not going to pick anything up. And trust me, probiotics from the stores just aren't as effective as our probiotic for the time release, but also the capsule. The bottle doesn't need to be put in the fridge because it's a desiccant bottle. So it's really easy to travel with, but the technology and the strains deliver quality ingredients. Fascinating enough, you guys have got the omega, so I'm really excited about this omega. It's wild Alaskan caught omega fish oils, really top quality. You do not want to get the bottom quality, shop bought shelf level entry omegas, because there's a lot of bad toxins in them, and it's very timely now to tell you need to do your research on what you do buy. If you did take an omega out, for example, of our bottle and put it in the freezer and it wasn't all jelly the next day, you can cut it and slice it and it's still liquidy and gooey, you're on a good wicket. So yes, our omegas are a brilliant form of cod marine. They're Norwegian fish oil, etc. And they're very traceable to being a top quality product. So we also have, just very quickly, I'll gloss over it, but it is the best in the world. And I've tried so many True Science skincare regimes. I honestly can tell you I've had the most amazing results myself with this True Science skincare. You can make your own little body lotions with them. We've got a hand cream that always gets rid of my dermatitis and has got rid of sun damage, and so many studies go into this True Science range. It's all NRF2 activated. And it's not till you try it you'll understand. We have a hair care system that has won so many Stevie Awards down here at the 2019-2020 Stevie Award winners. True Science, it's a beautiful botanical range. The serum helps restore your microflora on your scalp, and the conditioner is just so soothing, and your hair has never felt so soft after you use our True Science system. So why do we know all this? Like, you think it's not just what Leah's telling me right now. I don't believe everything she's saying, which I certainly didn't believe when I was told, trust me. So I'm not offended, but do your own research. Like, download the Think Dirty app. It's super clean. All of ours are 1s, 2s, etc. It's such a fancy little presentation slide, this one, because we really do have amazing results from an objective app that is not linked to us in any way. You can actually go into your bathroom and scan your own codes and find out, because you don't want anything that's in the yellow or in the red toxic zones. And trust me, I looked up my last product that I used to use off the shelves of DJs or Maya, and it was in the red, and it scared the hell out of me, because I just hadn't been paying attention to what toxic free really meant, or understood just how possible it was to become a lot more toxic free. So I'm talking everything from shampoos to soaps to toothpaste and, whatever products you've got in the house to make them clean. Your house you need to think about your cleaning products and what your family exposed to, via the nasal passages, I guess, and your skin, because it doesn't take long for all this to enter, right? 26 seconds and you've absorbed everything straight into your blood from your scalp. So we're manufacturing lab quality perfection. Lifevantage have these consistent products. They're 100% tested. They rate highly on all industry standards. So they're BSCG, banned substance control group. So elite athletes can take them. We're NSF double checked. We're just under so many banners. We've really gone above and beyond to get this globally produced at the highest quality it can be. We have a big vision for people to live healthy. We don't want sick people on this planet as much as possible. We want to walk through life a lot more freer. We are living in unprecedented times, but these are groundbreaking studies, and we're a pioneering company that we're just biohacking people's health and wealth consistently around the globe. So it's a very big movement. I often refer to it like a revolution, and I just love it. So why do we have a passion for progression? We're definitely a biotech company. We're leading in we're powerhouse leader. We want to live with this unlimited potential, growth mindsets, growth, everything. That passion for progression is where we're headed. We're not settled with the status quo. So we play on many fields. We've support and endorse athletes so that they're, you know, you could ask these athletes, they may not even know who these companies are, which is really interesting, who do sponsor them. But, you know, occasionally you'll meet someone that does know. So we're yet a young company, and there's a lot of people we still need to get this word out to. So please come on board and help us tonight, because the level of support that this company give to the community is very high. And we want that. We want to work together. So network marketing is bigger than ever too. So, you know, it's not tarnished with that old way of doing things anymore, in the Amway way, etc. But it is still a consistent model to introduce people to products directly, and have that word of mouth support. You know, even Sir Richard Branson says he's a tremendous believer in network marketing. You know, you learn later, jump on board, get on board and learn later, because it's not that big a deal. Almost 150 million people involved in this globally. And, you know, every day there's hundreds of thousands of people that are looking for a job that they can work from home, especially in these times. So why would we choose to work in this position as well, or in this kind of environment, which is obviously to me the only kind of environment now that I want to work in? It's linear versus leveraged. If you can't make income while you're asleep, you're going to work and you're getting paid for every hour you do with somebody else. And you're not, you really are just making ends meet, and every week paid, living paycheck to paycheck. So the idea money while you're asleep around the world globally, supporting a team, you know, growing your management skills and introducing people to a product that can be just bought online, like Uber is connected and Airbnb are now connected, all via the internet, is just phenomenal that you can do that on such a low investment and such a high, you know, return on that investment so quickly. So yeah, traditionally speaking, linear versus leveraged, I know which way I'd want to go. So referrals are what we do best. We have a huge customer referral program. Please reach out to Karen about that after this meeting. She will let you know that you can support yourself with a discount and someone else. So referrals are great, and the company are really imploring people to go word of mouth now, because we have such a story and so many great results. So also with network marketing, it's very crucial you think about timing. Like, you've heard of Thermomix, you've heard of Tupperware, you've heard of all these big companies like Amway. They are at the top end of that. Like, they've already gone into momentum and out of it. You can still make some money, but it's not as lucrative as starting with a company quite young. This is where you want to be, because it's going to boom. Timing is everything. And like I said, we rang the bell at NASDAQ. It was such an exciting moment. There's our CEO there, and talking about the products from a perspective like he was just thrown into, and he wasn't expecting at that time to have this huge interview. And they really did talk a lot in depth. So it's a great interview to go in there and have a look on YouTube whenever you can about Lifevantage. It's LFVN on the stock market. And like I said, if you can even get into that, the stocks are growing all through coronavirus, and, you know, in these financial crisis times, these sort of companies do well to get into. Why? Because we're the field of nutrigenomics. It's pioneering. It's awesome. It's interesting. It's, you know, good for your health. So we're growing into 130 countries over the next 3 to 5 years. Literally, we've just launched in China. We're launching in the Philippines any day now. We've got Singapore open. So and you know, the UK, obviously, we've got the Netherlands, we've got Italy, you know, France. So yes, these countries are open for business, and people are looking for results and answers to their health and their wealth. So getting paid is quite easy. Every day the bonuses come through. So every time you sign somebody up as a customer, there's a little bonus. And it's as much about helping them with their health as it is helping you with your bonus. It's more about growing teams of people that are interested in spreading this word. Becoming profitable at this is quite, like, literally people are getting paid amazingly, like through the roof, every month with royalty commissions. And that's just money that you've worked for through the month that comes in every month as a royalty of all your customers. You have generational matching bonuses as well as you build your team. You have elite pools. You can get 4% of a global revenue share of this company as it grows. But I'm telling you right now from the heart, this company does look after you. They are thinking about you all the time as a distributor. So rank advance, bonuses, they're all included. So it's a great potential income for anyone that's actually willing to put in the few hours a week or 30 hours a week. The incentive trips are amazing. That, like I said, it's all about having more quality of time so that you can do what it is you love to do, spend that time with who you love, and really focus on what's important to you. And the earnings, like I said, were quite extraordinary. So, you know, from a Pro 3 just earning 600, you can pay for your product well and truly on that type of money. This is US dollars, by the way, but you also can get to this elite Pro 7 rank and you're up there in the $15,000 mark. That's just an average rate a month. And there's many Pro 7s climbing and already at that top rank. So you can go all the way down to Pro 10, which is, you know, an average monthly of 32,000. So there's a lot of Pro 10s, also Master Pro 10s, that's executive one, sorry, Master Pro 10s at 97,000 a month in the US. So retention, and all over the globe, but that's US dollars. So like I said, why would you join us or why would you even consider this? Well, the product is unique. We have retention, 80% average retention on all our products. People keep reordering. That's what we were looking for when we brought it to the marketplace. There's a mass market. There's affordability. There's backed by science, and it's so consumable. So my kids are taking it. My dog is taking it as well. It's for all mammals. So what makes us different? We've got amazing support. That's just like tick, done. Product, tick. Yes, so I've already gone through that. Well, we have amazing timing. Sorry if I've talked about this all too much, but I'm just ticking boxes off. We've got the best compensation plan and the best company you could work for. Where do you see yourself now? You know, you can go away tonight and you can say nothing to Karen, but I would really implore you to let her know what you thought of this presentation. And we will just genuinely be there for you to back you as a customer, to help you become a distributor, order a pack with us and change your life. So I'd like to thank you very much for the time tonight and wish you all the best and hope we hear from you soon. Thank you.